What is up, car addicts? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Triple Money Event Week, as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for June 11th through June 17th, 2020. The current casino podium vehicle is the Pegassi Torero. This car is in the Sports Classics class and is primarily based on the Lamborghini Countach. It released about 3 years ago with the gun running update and normally cost about $1 million. This car is decently quick, but not in the top 5 Sports Classics cars performance-wise. There are many Sports Classics cars like the Turismo Classic and Cheetah Classic, which are a lot faster than the Torero. So for those of you who maybe paid full price for the Torero and are angry about it being on the podium, you can still take the one you originally purchased and sell it for over $700,000. Again, please note that what you get for the vehicle depends on what you paid for it. So, is the Torero worth attempting to win from the podium? Honestly, I would try to win it if you truly like the looks of a Lamborghini Countach. Again, this car is not in the top 5 Sports Classics cars performance-wise, but I will say that I personally do like the unique styling of the car and love the way it looks in my Sports Classics garage. Alright, so to start off with the property discounts, we have 50% off the Arena Workshop and 40% off the Arena Garage floors and mechanic upgrades for it. The Arena property is useful mainly for car customization like colored headlights and for people who merge cars. And of course the Arena War upgrades, but other than that, it's not really that useful in general in my opinion. But if you've ever wanted to buy one, now's the best time to do so. Moving on to vehicle discounts, we have 50% off the Deviant. This muscle car does look very cool, but it's not good performance wise and barely has any customization. Moving on, we have 35% off the Italia GTO. So this car and the Pariah are the top 2 sports cars performance wise. The Italia GTO in particular is very good at stunt races and tracks with lots of bumpy roads. So if you don't own an Italia GTO, I highly recommend buying one now. Moving on to the Acero San Andreas website, we have 35% off the RC Bandito. I'm sure many of you know about the RC Bandito based on certain, let's just say, experiences with it. But a lot of people who watch my time trial videos always ask me if they should buy one, and I always say to wait for a discount. So now is the best time to buy an RC Bandito. Remember that you need to own the Arena property in order to even purchase it. Moving on to the Warstock website, we have 35% off the RC Tank. This vehicle is very similar to the RC Bandito. However, the RC Tank, you actually don't need to own any special property in order to buy it. The RC Tank also has armor and is a little overpowered in most cases depending on which weapon you have on it. I'm sure many of you have it since it was free on Christmas Day last year, but for those of you who don't own it, it's really up to you whether you want to buy it or not. If you're the type of person who likes to troll people in free mode or whatever you do in the game, it's all based on what you do. And lastly, we have the Arena War website where all the Arena War vehicles are 40% off, which is insane. This also includes the upgradable vehicles, which is even better. So combine this with the Arena Workshop that is 50% off, and you have one of the best chances to get into Arena War content if you haven't already. And that's it for vehicle discounts. I think Rockstar did very well this week, especially discounting literally every Arena War vehicle. Also note, guys, that for this week, Rockstar has thrown in some special prizes and free mode business battle events, so you can win the Brute t-shirt, Bullican t-shirt, or the Chariot t-shirt for free. Moving on to the Triple Money stuff, we have a Triple Money NRP on all the Arena War modes, as well as triple arena points as well to boost those exclusive unlocks. So with a full lobby of players and a higher amount of rounds/laps, the payouts can get very, very crazy and go as high as $300,000 for first place, just depending on the event. As far as double money, we have double money NRP on the RC Bandito races, which are decently fun, and we also have double money NRP on the repo missions, which are a little repetitive in my opinion and don't really pay out too well, but all in all, it's still extra money either way. Moving on to the Twitch Prime discounts for Twitch Prime members only. I'll leave instructions in the pinned comment how to become a Twitch Prime member if you aren't one already. So they are the same as last week, which is 80% off the RE7B. This car used to be somewhat competitive on some tracks with tight corners, but the S80RR is just a lot better of an alternative now. And lastly, we have 70% off the Infernus Classic. This car cannot compete with the top cars in the Sports Classics class, but it's still a good looking car and has decent customization. Again, these last 2 discounts are for Twitch Prime members only. And lastly, we have of course the RC Bandito time trial, La Fuente Blanca. This week's normal time trial is Vinewood Bull. I highly recommend a fast bike constantly doing wheelies such as the Badney 801, or a fast car such as the Pariah or the Vest 8 for that time trial. So there is a specific shortcut you need to take for that time trial, cutting through roads using some of the train tracks, or you won't be able to beat it. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, stay tuned for my time trial guide video that I post every Friday. And this week's premium race is the muscle car race Down the Drain. I highly recommend either the Vapid Click, the Pizwater Dominator, or the Hellfire for that race, as it's mainly top speed heavy. Make sure that you're going on and off the sides to get the bump boost effect in the race. Again, I show all of these tricks and tips in my time trial guide videos. I post them every week, so stay tuned for that. Anyways guys, hope this was helpful. This event week is mainly themed around Arena War, which is quite interesting. I'm sure a lot of people will be playing Arena War this week. Definitely the best time to do it. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.